Recently, I watched the 2005 film King Kong directed by Peter Jackson, and I had a lot of fun watching it. I really can't believe this movie came out 2005. The CGI on this film is astounding. Definitely one of the better monster action movies I have seen. Seeing as we're in the Kaiju month with the release of Godzilla vs. King Kong and Pacific Rim series, The Black, I decided to look into one scene in particular I thought was amazing. King Kong vs. Bostosaurus Rex. Hands down one of the best monster fights I have seen. I don't see why people don't talk about it. I mean, it did come out like 16 years ago, but still, I am here to fix this injustice, to shed some light on this form of art, and hopefully you guys enjoy. The fight has Kong battle 3 Rexes while struggling to protect Miss Darrow, forcing him to adapt. With some clever use of applied handicap in full battle, this brawl is presented with some phenomenal CGI effects. A clash between the 8th wonder of the world and the Ravager Lizard Kings. This is King Kong vs. Bostosaurus Rex. The battle starts with Darrow being saved by King Kong. Immediately, however, Kong is at a disadvantage since he can no longer use one of his arms to defend himself. Kong therefore is forced to adapt using his feet and by throwing the V-Rexes against one another. Eventually, Kong manages to rock smash one of the Rexes. However, this sacrifice leads to a V-Rex chomping down on his arm, forcing Kong to the edge of a cliff. The battle seems to be winding down. However, a dinosaur gets a good grip on his leg and pulls him down the cliff. This is no setback, however, as Kong easily starts bashing on the helpless lizard. And just like that, we're at the edge of our seats. Kong rushes to save Miss Darrow and somehow makes the situation worse. Darrow is now in a mess of jagged teeth and gaping jaws, quite literally in the face of death. The two tumble down and we're left with two combatants. The mighty beasts clash once more, and Kong emerges victorious, ending the V-Rex in a spectacular fashion. What I love about this battle is the way it cleverly keeps us on the edge of our seats. You first have a massive brawl with 3 V-Rexes, and then you have them battling on the side of a cliff, ultimately finishing with a one-on-one. Let's discuss the most important aspect of the fight, Miss Darrow. At the start of the fight, she serves as a clever handicap since we all know Kong can handle 1 and maybe even 2 Rexes by himself. We all love the underdog, so they throw in another Rex just to spice it up a bit. Towards the middle, Darrow becomes a ticking time bomb. We know Kong doesn't have all day, so she adds a sense of urgency. The film amplifies this by having her then dangle near the jaws of a savage lizard. The scene is a true nail-biter. It wraps up nicely with a simple one-on-one. As stated before, Kong can handle a Rex, so instead of focusing on the final confrontation and drawing the battle out, the film emphasizes the finishing move, which is brilliant since fighting for about 6 minutes starts to get a little old. Ultimately, this battle is tons of fun with the variety in its battle and the clever use of Miss Darrow. The ships of battle go from protect Miss Darrow to get Miss Darrow to finally impress Miss Darrow. This prevents the battle from feeling drawn out, and we're always kept in constant fear of Anne's safety. I would also like to point out the use of the camera. I'm no camera expert, obviously, but I do feel it was used effectively, especially during the start. It could have easily turned into a mess of scales and fur, and it didn't. Towards the middle, however, the camera focuses more on Anne and her perilous situation. Was center stage in order to maximize her peril. I feared for her, especially in this scene. Lastly, I'd like to touch on the CGI. I know I mentioned this before, but having realness in a movie is crucial. The punches and weight of the monsters feels heavy and powerful. Truly, Skull Island would be a hell to live through. The massive brawl is such a fun experience. It was a pleasant surprise and offered something different other than just more humans being in danger. This is something other monster movies should strive to do, which is because I think it was done effectively, maybe applying their own creative twists. All in all, a great clash of monsters brought to you by the film King Kong.